So, RuPaul, we're all a few blood sugars away from a psychotic breakdown. No, bitch. Just no.
You better work.
Everyone, it is the fabulous Leo Brown, and I'm back on here with something that, like, I know my channel is full of variety. I know that. I talk about everything. And I hope you guys are enjoying what you are seeing thus far, what you've seen thus far. And like I said, I'm gonna try to do more, but been busy, of course. I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. Hope everyone had plenty of turkey and stuffing and all that good stuff. And there's plenty of leftovers. So I came on here to talk about, to discuss. I'm gonna move my camera. There we go. I came on here to discuss Mr. RuPaul Andre Charles. You know what? I really, okay, let me just first start off by saying that I followed RuPaul from the beginning of his career in like 1991. When he came out with Supermodel You Better Work, that was my jam. I was, and, I mean, I watched the talk show that he had on VH1 with Michelle Visage. Whole gamut. Supported RuPaul's Drag Race, whole thing. But I'm gonna be honest, I can't support him anymore. I just can't because, and this is, I gotta give a shout out to my girl Cat Black. I love Cat Black. I live for her. But I have to give a shout out to her because I think if it wasn't for her revealing what's going on, I wouldn't be making this video. So I gotta give her a shout out. So apparently we have Lucian Piani, which is RuPaul's music producer. And Lucian Piani uh, has been making racist remarks. I'm actually going to include some of what he said um, in the video, so that way you guys can read it for yourselves, and you don't think I'm crazy. And he said a lot of shit, and I mean a lot of crazy shit that I'm like, what the fuck, like what the hell. Now, here's my point. I don't have an issue with Lucian. Well, let me be real. I do have an issue with Lucian Piani because my thing is, first of all, you having a breakdown, quote unquote. I'm so sick of people using, well, they're having a breakdown. Oh my God. No, you're being an asshole. You're being an asshole. And you are getting, your cookie is being cut up. That's what it is. And you can't take it. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm glad he's revealing that he's an asshat. I'll say that. I think it's wonderful that you're finally revealing that you're an asshole. But who I'm really pissed at, and I'm really pissed off at is I'm really pissed off at RuPaul. I can't even get my words out. I'm really pissed off at RuPaul because I didn't want to believe. Like I started to watch Cat Black like maybe 2-3 years ago, and I didn't want to believe the things that she was saying about Ru. I was like, girl, Ru's one of us. Ru loves the community, honey. And as a feminine gay man, okay, as a cisgender gay man who loves and lives for my transgender community, whether it be trans women, trans men, in between, I love y'all for real. Because if it wasn't for trans people, there would not be any me for it. Like I wish we as gay people would understand that. If it wasn't for the trans girls and boys, you would not have us. We wouldn't be here. So I don't really believe that we're separated. I mean, we are, but I honestly feel that we shouldn't be because we're really in the same fucking boat. You know what I mean? We both get discriminated against, and I don't understand how you, as a gay man, can be transphobic. I don't get that, girl. Like, anyway, anywho, um, learn your history. That's all I got to say. But I am really pissed at RuPaul because RuPaul went on Twitter and he basically was like, well, he's having a psychotic breakdown. He's really going through. Give him a break. We're all, in the midst of a breakdown. Bitch, we not doing that shit today. We're not doing that. I'm sorry. We're not going to do that bullshit today. And I'm not standing for it. And I don't give a fuck if you have an Emmy or not, bitch. Well, excuse me, an Emmy that was given to you. Okay? Because you bitched and moaned and complained about it for at least a good 6 months to a year. And then they finally gave your ass what you wanted. And now that you have what you wanted, you done lost your goddamn mind. But let's be real, you've always been a bit of a token queen. I mean, let's keep it all the way funky. Okay? And see, I've tried to let you slide. I've tried to ride with you. I bought your shitty albums, even though you can't sing worth a shit. Okay? But neither can Britney Spears, but that's neither here nor there. But let's be real. I bought your albums, I've supported your shows. Whenever you were in a movie, I went to go see it, no matter how fucking shitty it was. Can we say fled? I mean, I'm just saying. I've always supported you. But you, sir, are an asshole. You are the kind of person I don't like because you're basically excusing shitty behavior and you're writing it off because he works for you or you work for him, or both. I don't know. And because you getting those people, the people's money, and we know who the people are, okay? Let's not act silly, all right? So, because you getting that money, they paying you and shit, you feel, well, it's okay for me to act a goddamn fool and to excuse somebody that is openly using racist rhetoric. You know what I mean? Racist rhetoric, transphobic rhetoric, calling people niggers and all this kind of shit. You know what? Let me stop for a minute because I'm gonna put in his tweets so you guys can see this for yourself.
Once upon a time, there was a little black girl in the Brewster Projects of Detroit, Michigan. At 15, she was spotted by an Ebony Fashion Fair talent scout, and her modeling career took off.
You better work.
Okay, I'm back now. Okay, so you see his tweets, you see, what he said. He said some pretty crazy shit. And I'm over it. I'm over it. Because my thing is this. I'm over him. I'm over RuPaul. I'm over anybody that supports that. Because, and in particular, I'm over RuPaul. Because why would you allow someone like that to be in your circle? To be a friend to you? But I know why, because, they kiss your ass and tell you that you're the shit. Even though all you really did, if you really want to get real about it, Ru, all you really did was steal the black and Latin New York ballroom scene. That's really all you did. And you just translated it to TV. That's it. And you use the girls as pawns to make your money, to promote your product. Okay, you ever notice that every season there's always a fucking song that he's promoting that never really does. I'm just saying. And the only charts that you really do well on are the dance charts because really nobody gives a shit about the lyrical content because it's dance music. Even though there are decent dance songs with decent fucking lyrics, but you don't have those because you don't really know how to write. But anyway, I'm just saying, Ru, I'm sick of your shit. I'm tired of it, and I don't give a fuck how old you are. You deserve this read, honey. You deserve it down. I know you just celebrated your 56th birthday, and even I wished you a happy birthday, honey. But you don't give a damn. This is the same man that excused back in like 2003 or 2001. You excuse Shirley Kulika, the drag queen that dresses up in blackface. You excuse her bullshit, and you said it was funny, and we should and it should be celebrated, and blah 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 blah. And the thing about you is that you try to negate racism and sexism and homophobia and transphobia. You try to negate it by using spiritual talk. I've noticed that about you, and like I said, I follow your career since the beginning, since you first came out. But I won't be buying none of your shit. I won't be supporting none of your shit. And I think you, sir, are full of shit. You really need to learn that if it wasn't for the trans community, and this is from someone who was gay, all right? Let's get it straight right now. I'm gay as hell. But I love and live for my transgender people. Because the things that they have to go through on a daily basis will make my hair curl. For real. I mean, and to be perfectly frank, I've always identified with the trans community because guess what? I'm feminine, and let's be real, in the gay community, especially now that everything is mask for mask, I don't really fit in anyway. You know what? That's not even true. I shouldn't even say that. That's not true. I do fit in. But I will admit some people, mainly the straight, what I'm talking about, the straight and married, straight and married, the pastors. Yeah, I can get, that's a whole nother show. I can get into that in a whole nother fucking video. But they don't really, identify with me. Or they don't really, there's not a seat for me at their table. But that's okay because I have my own table. All right. And I brought my own chair and my own cakes and pie and lemonade too. So I'm good, honey. I know how to make shit for me. I know how to make shit work for me. And the thing of it is this. There are men out there that like me for me, that love feminine dudes because guess what? We don't hide it. And that's one thing about the trans community that I love. You don't hide who you are. But it takes you years to come to a point where you love and accept who you are. That's not an easy thing. So I don't understand how sometimes a community that's so about love and acceptance can discriminate against another the same group that wants the same fucking thing, like a different group that wants the same things. I don't understand that. I will never understand that. And the reason why I'm slouching is because my camera is all fucked up. But anyway, I will never understand it. But as far as you, Mr. Charles, honey, I'm not supporting you anymore. I'm not supporting your fucking shit show, your fucking, ballroom scene, New York Harlem ballroom scene. I'm not supporting that shit because you basically took the ballroom scene and you just said, "Well, ooh, I'll make it for white middle America." That's really what you did. And now everybody thinks, well, that's what drag queens do. Not really. Not all drag queens are catty. Not all drag queens are bitchy. Not all drag queens are transphobic. There are many queens that give to the trans community and support them. So I don't understand that. There are many drag queens that are trans, which you don't allow. You don't allow drag queens to compete who are trans to compete on your show. Why is that? Like, what the fuck do you think they're gonna do? Take your trophy? I mean, it's not like you have very many. You just had that one Emmy. But I'm just saying. And that one Emmy was given to you. I'm going to reiterate that. It was given to you, baby. Okay? Because you bitched and moaned for about a year about how your show will never be mainstream. No, it won't. No, it won't because it's been done already. It's called the ballroom scene, bitch. It's already been done. And it's actually better. The ballroom pageant scene. And I really want queens to know that are up and coming. RuPaul's Drag Race is not all of that. Like, I know people that have tried to audition for that shit. It's not what you think it is. It's a complete shit show. I'm not supporting it. I refuse to support a product, a brand by a man that basically is like, you know what? Let's go ahead and just forgive him. It's all right. He's going through. No, bitch, it's not. You using racist and transphobic and homophobic. No, we're not going to do that. And you as a black man, you need to be ashamed of your fucking self. Like, I really need you to understand that. You had me hot as fish grease over here. Yeah, I'm over it. I'm over it. And you know what? I'm going to put in his response to what he said to the whole thing. Because I'm going to put in his response in here too. So give me a minute about that. We're going to work on that in a minute. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Okay, so you heard Mother RuPaul's response, which I think is fucking shitty. That's just my personal opinion. I think it's shitty. Like I said, I'm over it. I'm over his shit. I'm not supporting him. I'm not supporting his brand. And I think anybody that supports that kind of rhetoric is that's dangerous to me because, with all the transgender murders that happened, I mean, this year alone, really, and this is what I don't understand this. I don't understand how you can allow someone to talk this way. Someone that's associated with your brand, your show, like all of that, everything that you do. But yet you want to excuse it and use a whole Ryan Lochte thing. Well, he's just having a bad day. Bullshit, RuPaul. I'm not buying it. I'm sorry. I'm not here for it. Like I said, I will no longer support you or your brand. And you know, like I've tried to give you the benefit of the doubt for years. I really have, but I can't do it anymore. I just can't. So I'm done saying what I had to say. You will always be just a motherfucking boy in a dress to me. Okay, you didn't do shit for the trans community. You did it more so for yourself and for the gay community too. Let's be real, because you act like you give two fucks about the gay community. You actually don't. You only care about yourself. You don't care about the GBLT community, QA community. Excuse me. And let me add I in there too for my intersex girlfriends and boyfriends. Okay, you act like you give a shit. Excuse me, y'all. You act like you give a shit, but you really fucking don't. And you've always exploited our community for years. This is not the first time you've done this shit. But I've let it go. I've let it slide because I'm like, no, it's RuPaul, supermodel, honey. Everybody say love. Okay, but if you mean that everybody say love, then why are you excusing these comments? Why are you excusing this kind of talk? This is associated with you, whether you know it or not. And don't let that fucking Emmy tell you shit because, baby, okay, your name is not fucking Tyra Banks. Let's keep it all the way funky. You're not that, and you never will be. Okay? And I'm really gonna need you to stop swagger jacking people's ideas. Real on saying. I'm just really gonna need you to stop doing that shit. So I'm over you. I will not support you. I won't support your brand anymore. I won't be buying any of your shit, your makeup, your wigs, your perfume, none of that. I'm not supporting it. Because if you can allow a person like that on your staff, what does it say about you? That says about something about you. About you. And especially in this, and I'd say this too to WoW, to World of Wonder, if you can allow this kind of man on your payroll. Because I know he works with WoW too. So I'm just saying, I don't understand that. But anyway, I'm over it. Leave your comments below. I really want to hear what you guys have to say on this whole thing. I think it's ludicrous with everything that's going on in this world, in this country. I mean, I could talk about a whole bunch of other shit, but I'll reserve that for another day, another video. But I just wanted to come on and talk about this. I'm done. And to my girl Cat Black, I love you so much. Thank you so much for being you, first of all. For just being. Thank you so much. And to my people who are transgender, to my people who are gay, to my people who are bisexual, to my people who are lesbian, intersex, asexual, questioning, queer, genderqueer. I love all of y'all. Straight people, I love you. If you watch my channel, I love y'all. Because if it wasn't for you, there would be no me. So I love all of y'all. I just wanted to come on and say this. This was heavy on my heart. It really made me angry. It really made me angry. Because I feel like we've come so far, but yet we're going so far back. And it's people like RuPaul that can excuse this shit. And as a black man, it makes me even madder. Because I'm like, dude, all the equality and all the rights that we as people of color, as black people, have fought for. This is what you do. You go ahead and dismiss it like, oh, it's no big deal, because that's my white friend. Fuck you, okay? Fuck you and the horse that rolled you in. And I won't be supporting you or any of your shit no more. So that's all I got to say. Love you all. Take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful holidays. Be safe because this world is playing no games. Be safe. Love you. And I will talk to you all soon. Okay? Bye-bye.